Right, the fuel gauge has decided to do something. So, yeah. Well, I've calculated we should get 144 miles out of the tank if we're doing 100 miles to gallon. So there should be a litre left in here. Yeah, but these gauges, terrible. Absolutely terrible. Yo, it's your boy. We're here at Ahura Mazda's on the big commute. I've filled up the Oxford fuel bottle. Yes, definitely not impressed. Storage. We're going to see how long that flashing light stays on for. I just pray to God I don't break down in the tunnel or on the 70 mile an hour bit on the dual carriageway. In fact, this is a really bad idea. I should do this at the weekend. But bad ideas are kind of the thing on this channel. So what's it like to commute on this? Round the town bits, it's exactly as expected. Exactly, it's not my first 125. It's not my first commute. I think I was kind of looking at 125s with rose tinted glasses from a Saturday morning, or sorry, Sunday morning leisure ride perspective, where time and distance means nothing. I mean, if the roads are empty, it'll be fantastic, it'll be fine. There's nothing wrong with this form of transport. But people are so bloody aggressive. I've been called the cunt. I'm going to say cunt. I got called a cunt 3 times on the way to work yesterday. Just for normal things you do, like filtering and, you know, just being on the road. Because it is so slow and I'm just not used to riding it like a slow bike. People's actions towards you can be almost criminal. Well, actually literally criminal. But you do have to remember, yeah, you're not on a bike that can do faster than the speed limit to get you out of trouble. To get you around things, to get you into position. You have to ride it to its abilities. And I'm not quite there yet. Yesterday morning I was riding it like it was a full-size motorcycle. So I pulled up in the right-hand lane, the right-hand lane filters in, and the cars next to me just wouldn't let me in. I ended up being pushed onto the other side of the road. And they were just like calling me, I didn't have the power to pull past them. And they were just calling me, the guy opened his window and it's like, you're an effing bloody cunt. But it was my right of way. I can't get away and I can't do anything about it. You're willing, right of the way is given, not taken on a bike like this. So yes, you have to drive defensive, and also you can't overtake lorries, which is a right pain in the penis. Because they do 29 miles an hour, and up here we'll do 50, and I can't get past. Oh, that sky doesn't look good either, brothers and sisters. Yeah, the Oxford fuel bottle, 2 things that are worrying me. One is that when you get to the top of the pump, it sprays everywhere and doesn't shut off properly. For some reason it seems to do on smaller fuel bottles. And 2 is the nozzle won't fit in the top. The nozzle fits in the hole perfectly. But when you get into the last half of the bottle, it erupts out the top like a pressure washer. So you have to be super, super careful. That, and don't forget to take out the jacket, because now my jacket's full of unleaded petrol. The fuck! I mean, seriously, people do not know how roundabouts work. I'm kind of thinking that I don't want to run out of fuel in the middle of my tunnel. So I'm going to get fuel before then. We can do this experiment another day. Like the petrol, I've bottled it. Whoa, fucking hell, man. And it was here, you see. I was like trois, and no one left me over. Anyway, enough of that. Yeah, so 6.5 litre tank. If he's doing 100 miles per gallon, that'll be 144 miles before we run out. We shall see. Big old queue of cars behind me. Lights, I'd say, are adequate for a scooter. I mean, they seem very good. Not very good to me. Not very good, but they seem better than most scooters. I'm being a bit weird about it because they do sort of paint a big inverted triangle on the ground in white, rather than sort of spread the light around in a functional manner. The engine sound, it goes from whatever mood it's in, really. It goes from sounding purring on quite nicely like that, like a blender, to sort of this sort of lumpy chuffing sound, like a Thomas the Tank Engine background carriage. See, this bit's nice. It seems alright. I'm just waiting for that AGS death rattle. It almost feels like that, but it's not quite. All seems to be functioning correctly. Apart from the fuel gauge, which is terrible, and the squeaky forks. That and you have to watch the main stand. You have to put it up manually every time because the spring isn't big enough. Maybe they're teething issues. I think they're teething issues. Maybe they could be sorted. This is also a test of the dealership, if they're willing to sort things like squeaky forks and main stands of fuel gauges or not. painful experience if you're limited to 40. So the speed limit here is only 50. It appears no one really believes that. My legs are really cold. I suppose you see that that's why you see scooter guys with the kind of dress on, because you haven't got a nice warm engine nestled between your nethers. Yeah, the tyres slash suspension slash build quality don't give you the best confidence going round roundabouts. E3, I'm not a fucking, come on, calm yourself man. Don't get lost up in the performance. You see what I mean about? You see what I mean about room for my feet? Size 13 work boots, loads of space. Yeah, I'm definitely going to get wet on the way home. Yeah, I feel brave enough to try the tunnel. I think she's easy going to watch this foreshadowing. I think she's easy to do 160 miles on a tank. Possibly. I don't know if it's performing any better. I doubt it. It just feels better, performance-wise, until you have to pull away from zero. But I think I'm just getting used to the speed. I think that's it. Oh yay! A little rain. So, this is the worst bit. I used to look forward to seeing these lights so you can get past this block of traffic. But every single one of these cars will pull away faster than me. You go to the front, they're all stuck behind you. Because it's a 50 up here, so everyone's doing 50. You go to the front at, it takes you half a minute nearly to get to 40. Yeah, people ain't happy with that. Like yesterday they were like breaking their necks to get around me. Like literally I could not see the number plates in the mirror because they were that close. The rage as they look at me. Yeah, see, I can't keep up with the way they're accelerating. So it would be a burden to others, and that's not me. I'm not a self-employed. Try my best not to do so. So yes, instead of the traffic light drag race, something not so fun. Oh, this roundabout is slick as anything. That should work perfectly. Yeah, this is the first bit of 70-mile-an-hour road we have to go down. It's not been too bad. But I did have trouble with 2 big days accident lorries. Not their fault, they're doing everything right. But their acceleration and top speed really jarred with mine. Because we accelerate the same rate. So it was like I was like stuck on 40 and they were like cruising round. But his mate had got in front of me. And he desperately wanted to get in front of me. And slow down because there's cars behind me. Oh yeah, think you're all clever. Oh bless him. Hate this bit. It's fine. Well, all this up to the roundabout is 40 miles an hour. We should do 40, but we'll be the only one. Maybe the occasional stuck lorry. I'm not sure how close to 40 this 40 is. I'm assuming it's a couple of miles over the actual speed we do, but yeah, there's a mild hill, we can't even maintain 40 sadly. Which on a dual carriageway, not perfect. I'm going to stop and get a Red Bull, I need my energy. Target acquired. I'm even starting to talk like a cyclist. I haven't said wait standing. Right, that's over. Oh, the wind is howling out onto a mat, and he's got a wet lap. He's out of fuel and he's stupid and fat, but he sees a boy called Matt. Never sing in the van, but we cannot afford to put diesel in the van. You see, this is a fair enough place to run out of fuel. Yeah, but this is another 70 stretch. And that's it, that's all we got, that's full throttle. So even if we were on unlimited times, it's as fast as we can go. And this is a 70. So give it an hour or so, he's going to have people hammering down here as fast as they can go. And you're doing well, probably 36 mile an hour in real terms. Flat bit, and the speed is rocketed up. Yeah, 125s have no torque. Also, a lot of the gentlemen at work think it's very funny to see a big fat man on a little bike. So prepared for a bit of stick if you're a grown man driving one of these. A lot of why the fuck are you riding that as well. Why the fuck would you degrade yourself like that? But pearls before swine. We can't educate people. Some people will never understand. I myself am starting not to understand either. Of all the bikes in the world, why I choose a 125. I don't understand that at all. I know, I think it was cheap. Make a lot of sense. It does seem like a high risk strategy. So people here are breaking their necks to get around for this last bit. This is also 60 here, so disgruntled people. Oh. That speed, just speed. Just have to get used to upsetting people. Maybe that's your thing. Maybe you come from professional road cycling and you just like annoying people. Maybe you're some kind of human wasp who just enjoys the fact of being a hindrance. Maybe. Well, that was a bit close, you fucking wankster. Yeah. I mean, this is a vehicle for you. Now, this up here is a 40 and it's average speed. So no one can go any faster than me anyway. People still just loathe the fact that they cannot abide it. That there's a moped in front of them going slowly. In fact, they give me like 3 inches with an empty road the other side. Just to get past, just to sit that far in front of me and not go anywhere. That is the mentality of people on the scoot. Towards people on the scoot, sorry. People just, I don't know, treat me weird. It could be they're getting their own back for the way motorcyclists treat them. I do my share of terrible riding, which probably does annoy a lot of road users. The 3 people who are so desperate to get past me, easily within my grasp. Admire people. Now I've got to wait for them, the bunch of penises.
Years later.
So we got a max theoretical range through coast. Fuck me, I'm stupid. Max range I've worked out to be 165 miles, based on 6.5 litres, over 115 miles per gallon-ish. These are all approximates. So I think I've got another 15 miles before I have to put the emergency juice in. Let's see how we get on. Thunder Horse, away! Thankfully, a brave knight of the road, sans la bus. Oh shit. Watch that speed, Matty, on the downhills. 157 miles into the tank. Really lamenting my lack of brain cells at the moment. I'm pretty sure I got enough to get us somewhere safe. That's the plan. Yeah, there's a fair amount of stinky fluid coming out of that bus. Not toilet stinky, but oily stinky. This is one of those situations that you'd blast past it and get yourself out of danger. have that option. Yeah, that bus is... That's pretty poorly, that bus. Yeah, it's coolant. She's leaking coolant. We've escaped the bus. 162 miles. As long as we get through the tunnel, which I'm sure we will. 44, slow down, you lunatic. Come on, Thunder Horse. It sure ain't smooth. She ain't refined. It feels almost like there's two engines down there. Not in a good way. In like one's buzzing over there and one's buzzing down here, but not quite in sync with each other. We got a judder. 165.5. That's just a regular judder. Come on, Thunder Horse. I don't know why I come this way. This way really sucks. It's just, there's not enough room between the... It's tight to squeeze down there. You have to wait for a gap. Go, Thunder Horse, go! That's two judders. If only there was someone to get petrol. She's not happy. Do do do, do do do, do do do. Running on vapors, running on sunshine. Oh, hey, keep going. She's coughing a bit. I haven't run anything out of fuel since the 90s. Remember that, Mum? You had to come and fill the car up with me and my mates in it. Oh, good times. Sorry, Mum. Can we do 170? Just get me out of these badlands, baby. I'll fill you up by the water. Oh, baby. That's it. We're not out, but this has become unrideable. Yeah, I'm gonna call that out. She's... No, that's it. We're out of fuel. I've never been excited to say that before. 173.7 miles. That is on the E5 though. Oh. That might have been slightly overfilled. Right. Let's see how we can fuck this up. Flawless. Just like the pros do. And I was, and I was worried the other day when I spilled a little drip on it. What a penis. Like I say, never copy anything I do. I'm a fucking knobhead. Right, will it start? Of course it does. Yeah. Back to full functionality straight away. So that's it really. I'll spare you the rest of my diatribe, unless something interesting happens on the way home, which I assure you it won't. So that's it. We're done. Matt out. Scooter adventure over.